Hello, everyone, and welcome to Head in the Game, our second episode. No, they did not cancel us.
Thank goodness.
I know, right? I am Oscar, and I am here today with Ruby.
Hello there. And today we have quite the show for you. We've got all the latest news as well as some more topics, and we've also got a gaming quiz later up today.
Been training real hard for this.
Yeah, got to get those gaming brain cells working. And some of the topics we're going to be talking about is the next gen consoles and one of the newest Mario games in the series, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. And since you have the game, I'm basically going to do a little bit of an interview with you about it.
All right.
So stay tuned later for that.
We would like to apologise on behalf of Lucy as she is not here. So there will be one less voice for us to annoy you with. So be thankful on your ears.
Blessing or curse, you decide. Welcome back to another episode of We Lie, and Oscar is currently having a hissy fit because he is very disappointed.
I'm disappointed. I'm depressed, and I'm feeling not so hot today. And you guys want to know why? Ruby, would you like to know why?
I would like to know why. This is a Did You Know segment after all.
Well, did you know that the Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga game has been delayed?
No.
Yes,
the fan base.
Yes, it's a sad day for all. It's a sad day, which is disappointing because it would have made for a great May the 4th release. And the developer of most of the Lego games, TT Games, have tweeted recently that they won't be able to make the initial spring release, which to us is autumn because everything revolves around America. So they've also confirmed that there is a new release date for the game. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, it's sad when games like that get delayed, but it's also important to make it as polished and as fresh as possible so that they can make it as good as a game.
I did read their tweet, and they said they wanted to make this the best Lego game ever made. And already the original Lego Star Wars, the complete saga game, is already by most fans the best Lego and Star Wars game. So
high praise.
So it's good to see that that TT Games are actually saying, "Hey, we need more time because we want to make this the best experience for these fans as possible."
Yeah. On the other side of the world, down under in Australia, Animal Crossing New Horizons Build-A-Bear dolls are coming to Australia.
Yay!
Americans have been going crazy with new Build-A-Bear dolls that dropped on the website about a month ago, with many new people wanting it and forcing to queue up for hours. So far, the only bears in the collection so far are Isabelle and Tom Nook in their little summer outfits. And it should be coming to Australia sometime soon.
I'm not much of a bear guy myself. I kind of grew out of my phase. I think Ruby's still inside of it. I'm not sure.
I mean, I like plushes. Plushes are amazing.
I do remember walking into a Build-A-Bear once. I think it was when I went to America, and they did have some Mario and Luigi ones there. But I don't think they're making those anymore, unfortunately. Which was a shame because they actually came with Yoshi.
No!
I know.
Yoshi!
I know. So hopefully they expand their market and do more Nintendo stuff. And maybe they can put up some sort of poll saying, hey, what other movies/video games do you want to be turned into Build-A-Bears? What Build-A-Bears do you want to see, Ruby?
Gee, I don't really know. Some of the fandoms that I like already have some plushes. Undertale Build-A-Bears.
Undertale Build-A-Bears, that'd be...
Everyone can get their own Sans.
That'd be... I'm not sure really appropriate for kids.
Undertale's appropriate for kids.
I don't know. But I
don't know what
think
to
like
judge.
a Wookiee Build-A-Bear would be really cool.
Yeah. I was in Adelaide quite a while ago, and my dad and we got a Build-A-Bear. I got a Vulpix, which is a Pokemon. They do make Pokemon ones.
That's lovely.
And my dad, he's a big Star Wars fan. He got a black-colored bear as Darth Vader.
Oh.
And it came with like a little attachable foam lightsaber as well. It was super cute.
That'd be cute.
On that note, we might as well end this Did You Know segment here, but stay tuned when we talk about the next-gen consoles and their games.
Woo. With a new decade brings together a new generation of consoles with better hardware, better graphics, and better run power. Hey everyone, this is Head in the Game, back again to talk about the next-gen consoles, specifically the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X.
Yes, so I have a couple of questions here with me about next-gen consoles and their games. So Oscar, what do you think about the newest next-gen consoles?
Well, for me, I am a Nintendo guy, and there's not really any news about Nintendo entering the next-gen market just yet. But I do follow PlayStation a bit, and they have some really compelling first-party games, such as Spider-Man Miles Morales, Little Big Planet 3, and the Dark Souls remake.
And Crash Bandicoot.
And Crash Bandicoot, sorry. And it looks so much more crisper, better, and honestly, it looks just amazing. Like, when you look at it and compare it to, I don't know, PlayStation 4 games, there's not that much difference, but there is, those noticeable, more cleaner and more faster load times as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the middle of the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo kind of thing. And probably one of the best things that they added to the next-gen consoles is the ability of backwards compatibility.
Yes, definitely.
Which is easily one of the best things ever. For those who don't know, backwards compatibility basically means that you can play games on older consoles on the newer consoles.
For example, you can play PlayStation 4 games on a PlayStation 5.
And I think it even goes back to around PS3 or PS2, which is quite impressive. And Xbox do the same, although they don't exactly go back that long.
No.
With the release of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, do you think that Nintendo will follow suit sometime soon?
I definitely do, but I don't think we'll see a next-gen Nintendo console for a while. I think they'll continue to support the Switch for the next 3 years or so. The Switch is 4 years old already, and most consoles are expected to do 5 years on the market, and if it's going to go past that point, there needs to be more compelling games. But I think with the current success of the Switch, they'll probably hold back and support the Switch more.
Yeah,
I think
a new game, I heard in one of their directs that they were going to be supporting the Switch for 10 years.
From 2017 to about 2027.
Yeah, which is quite a long time.
Considering
looking back on other things they did. They only supported the Wii U for about 4 or 5.
They supported it for 6 years. No.
Yeah, it came in
2012. Anyway.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. What games do you think will arrive on the next-gen consoles?
Next-gen consoles, alright. Well, I think if Xbox is going to win back people's interest in next-gen games, they need to have more compelling exclusives. Right now, they've only got Halo and Forza and Gears of War that they're continually supporting, which is good. But they need to dive deeper into their bag of own properties and see how can they create a new experience from a game that came out on the original Xbox 20 years ago.
Yeah. With the PlayStation, they, as you said, they have got some new games with long-lasting PlayStation icons, like Crash Bandicoot and the Little Big Planet series. But for me, I've been recently watching a lot of Parappa the Rapper.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
to
if
bring
they
back.
could get like they have already remastered Parappa 1 and 2, but if they made a new Parappa the Rapper, I would just say shut up and take my money.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Also, I want to get the KF console.
This again. Last question. If Nintendo do announce a new console, which is highly unlikely, what games do you think will be released on it?
Well, I think definitely Mario Kart. We haven't seen a new one since 2014. That's like 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. And I think they'll probably bring back, I want to say a Zelda game as well. Like maybe some sort of follow-on to the Breath of the Wild. Like, they'll release Breath of the Wild 2 for the regular Switch, but on their new console, whether it is a continuation of the Switch or not, you know, I want to see, like, a new Mario Kart and, you know, yeah.
Yeah, if Nintendo do release a new console, like you mentioned earlier, probably Breath of the Wild 2 would be on it, or something that would follow suit from Breath of the Wild.
Or Breath of the Wild 3. If they do just...
Oh, yeah, true.
Because they announced it for Switch.
Just a new Breath of the Wild game in general.
Yeah.
They are releasing Splatoon 3 next year, which will be on the Switch, more than likely.
I think they should have waited until they decided to make a next-gen console before they announced the next Splatoon game.
But one series that has kind of been neglected by Nintendo so far has been Pikmin. They've only released Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which I thank the heavens above for. But also, if they did release a new console, I would just faint if they announced Pikmin 4 or something of the like. Don't say hey Pikmin, that doesn't count.
I want to do Chibi Robo. I like Chibi Robo.
Yeah. He's cute.
He's a robot, guys.
He's basically the 2000s Roomba.
Basically,
but with legs.
Basically, yeah.
He was the 2000s Roomba, but with arms and legs.
Basically, essentially.
With that, we've come to the end of this segment, but stay tuned for more Head in the Game madness when we talk about the latest Mario game. From the same studio that brought your gardens 100 times their size, monsters that live in your pockets, and plumbers throwing wild parties, we have the newest installment in the Mario series, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Is it really a new game in the series if it's just a re-release?
It's half a new game.
It's half a new... Let's talk about it, shall we?
Yeah, so you played Bowser's Fury.
Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, whatever.
I'm just going to call it Bowser's Fury for short. And I have a couple of questions for you about it.
All right.
Getting on with the main game, did you enjoy playing the main portion of the game, Super Mario 3D World?
Absolutely, yes. It is a fantastic time. It's a fantastic time playing this game, you know. There's so much color. It's so bright, lovely, fun, funny, and just an all-around great 3D platformer that combines 2D elements and brings them into a 3D space. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a blast to play with your friends.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've heard a lot of people talking about 3D World was that even though the worlds have a specific theme, the levels aren't cut down to that one specific theme.
Yes, it is. That's totally right. I wouldn't necessarily say they have themes. Like, yes, there's grass, desert, and water, but that's the only three that they use, basically.
For instance, in the desert world, there's one or like two desert levels, but everything else is sort of not really related to deserts at all. There's a circus, there's shadow worlds. There's basically everything that you might not associate with a desert in the desert world, which is quite surprising for Mario standards.
For Mario standards, totally. Yeah.
Next question. Did you enjoy playing the Bowser's Fury campaign?
Oh my gosh, yes, it's the game. If they sold Bowser's Fury on its own, I would totally get it, but bundling it in with 3D World makes a ton of sense because it's not that long, but it is so awesome. Like there's this big Bowser's gone completely mad. He's furious and he's like a big gigantic monster that comes out every so often.
Like me on a Monday morning.
Exactly. And it gives us a glimpse into what the future of 3D Mario games could be.
Yeah, did they actually ever give a reason why Bowser went Fury mode?
I think Bowser Jr. was painting him with his... I think it was painting a photo with his paintbrush. Bowser got mad. Bowser was interested. Maybe he wanted face paint, I guess. He painted black paint, and then he complained, I guess, and got mad. But my favorite one that was conspirized by fans is that he was mad at Bowser Jr. for putting parental controls on his Switch. So yeah, as a bit of payback from the parental controls trailer, but it's not really that. He's mad. Just be happy.
He's mad. That's enough to say the least.
Exactly. Shouldn't explain.
What new things did you like about Bowser's Fury?
Well, I did like the open world aspect of it and how it's like a bunch of, linear 2D levels combined into this one hub world, which I think was really awesome. It's kind of like calling back to Mario 64, where you would jump in paintings, do a bunch of missions, and collect stars, which is basically the same thing as this, but it's all interconnected, and you collect cat shines. It's so interesting, and when Bowser's Fury comes along, it completely changes the surrounding area of the map. There's spikes everywhere, there's Bowser blocks, which you have to get Bowser to break, and it's so cool.
And last question, what did you think that Bowser's Fury did right that other Mario games didn't?
I'm not well, okay,
take a bad Mario game, even though there isn't really one. Take one of the worst Mario games.
What? I think I'm just going to compare it to 3D World here because that's probably the best. What Bowser's Fury got right that 3D World didn't was the fact that it was open world, and it wasn't like a bunch of 2D like courses. It was like this big overworld with a bunch of collectibles inside of it. That's what the past 3D Mario games got right, that 3D World kind of, lingered on a bit.
In. And from what I've heard, Bowser's Fury is an open world, but not that open that you didn't know where to go next.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that linear, but still has the open world feeling, so that you know where to go, but it still feels like it's a really big place.
Like a Kingdom from Mario Odyssey. It feels like the DLC for that game that we never got.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Totally. Like it matches the size of the kingdoms from Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. Well, that's all the questions I have for this segment. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I do like how you ultimately defeat Bowser, which, okay, spoilers, giant Plessy, which is an orange dinosaur, which is the orange dinosaur which you hop on and travel around. You basically ram the Giga Bells, which are the power-ups you use to turn into Goku Mario or Giga Cat Mario, or whatever he's called, and take him down. It's like really awesome. It feels like I don't know what I feel. It's just really cool. Give me that, please.
I want a Cap Plessy plush. Make merch, even though I will probably not buy it.
You should totally get it. Oh, also I also really like that they added online play as well, and they kept the stamps in.
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
Really cool.
Online play to any game that didn't have online play beforehand is just pizza resistance.
Online, well, specifically playing online with friends.
Yes. So that's all we got for this time, but stay tuned, more Head in the Game, when we do a gaming quiz.
Welcome back to Head in the Game, where today's contestants are going to be facing off in the most epic of gaming quizzes.
Dun dun dun!
On Head in the Game.
If quizzes can even get really intense.
Have you seen game shows recently? Family Feud. Oh my gosh, I missed that.
R.I.P. Grand Daniel. Even though he's not actually dead.
Rip Family Feud. I hate the Switch game.
What?
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, we have each brought a max of 5 questions for us to quiz each other on. Most of mine are multiple choice, but there are a couple that aren't.
Yeah, same with mine.
Yeah, so who wants to go first?
You can go first, ladies before gentlemen.
Okay. Mine is a little bit easy, but there are a couple that might stump you.
All right.
Starting off with a bit of an easy one. How many Chaos Emeralds do you need in the Sonic games to become Supersonic? Is it A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 17?
Dun, 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 dun. It is 7.
Correctamundo.
Dun.
Double points if you can name the colors.
Insert winning noise. We'll put in sound effects. Okay.
Okay, question number 2. What was the year that the original Super Mario Brothers came out?
1985.
Didn't even get to say the rest of the options, but you are correct anyway.
You should have made it harder and said the date, which was...
What was the date?
I think it was October 30th, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the spooky month.
October... Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Oh, okay, question 3. These are getting a little bit harder now. What is the name of the woodwind instrument that Link plays, which also stars in the most bought Legend of Zelda game of all time?
That would be a flute in Ocarina of Time? No. Is it a flute? No, it's not a flute. It's a... Oh my gosh, what is it?
I'm dying.
It's a flute, isn't it?
It's an ocarina!
Oh
Why do you
my-
think it's called the Ocarina of Time?
Oh my...
It's an ocarina!
Oh my...
That is also an actual instrument, an ocarina. It is pretty much just a chubby flute with like 4 holes.
Wow.
But yes, it is I'll give you that. It is an ocarina from the Ocarina of Time. But Link also did wield a flute. I can see, well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did anyway.
Anyway,
Next question. This one might stump you. What currently is the most modern Pokemon generation? Is it Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 9, or Gen 11?
it's like, oh my gosh. Do remakes count?
No, remakes don't count.
Okay, sure. So, Gen 4 was Diamond and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Skip a bunch of generations, and there was Sword and Shield.
Yes, that's what I'm basically asking. What generation is Sword and Shield?
Oh, okay. Can you repeat the multiple choices?
7, 8, 9, or 11.
I'm gonna have to go with 8.
You were absolutely correct.
Oh my god. Oh, yes. Oh my.
Gen 7 was Sun and Moon.
Oh.
Gen 8 is Sword and Shield. Gen 9 and 11 don't exist yet.
Nice.
And the last one, this one will probably stump you. As of Pikmin 3 Deluxe, how many types of Pikmin are there?
Red and orange and yellow. I'm just...
I mean, you got 2 of them right there.
Red, green. So there's fire, water. I'm joking.
I know you're not a big fan of the Pikmin
I've seen
series.
the box art, and I'm assuming that's all the Pikmin types on the box art.
There are some in Pikmin 3 there are some from Pikmin 2 that don't appear in Pikmin 3, other than the side modes, which are probably not in the box art.
Do they count?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm counting, as of Pikmin 3, how many types of Pikmin are on there in the series?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to say
6, 7, 8, or 9.
9.
Oh, you're very close. There's 8. There's red, blue, and yellow from the first game. There's also an extra white and purple, plus the Bulbmin from the second, which counts to 6. And then they also juiced the winged and the rock from Pikmin 3, which equals 8. A lot of people forget the Bulbmin. If people guess 7, they probably wouldn't have counted the Bulbmin. But I count the Bulbmin anyway.
Darn it. I really need to play Pikmin.
Yeah.
I really do.
It might not be your style of game, but it's lots of fun anyway.
Yeah.
Super early. Okay, so that's all the questions I've got. So you can hit me with yours.
All right. So, first question today for me is, what video game is this quote from?
Oh dear.
You are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Oh, that's easy. Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Zelda says that.
Yay.
Wait, does Zelda say that or does the king say that?
The king says
yeah,
that.
it's the king.
The king says that. All right.
King Bosphorus.
Okay. Question 2. Pac-Man is not a Nintendo character. He is owned by...
Capcom.
What? Who?
Capcom.
A.
Capcom.
Sega. B. Bandai Namco.
Oh,
C.
wait.
Squaresoft. Or D. Atari.
Oh, piece of poo. I know it's not Sega. Sega definitely doesn't own that Pac-Man. I haven't heard of C, so I can't know that.
They make the Final Fantasy games.
Oh, Square Enix. Yeah.
Or Squares. They called it Squaresoft now. I don't know. Continue.
What was D again?
Atari.
Oh, that was just like the name of something, wasn't it?
It was a video game console.
Yeah, so...
Before they ultimately destroyed the video game industry in 1983 and Nintendo revived it.
Yeah, so then it would have to be B then. Bandai Namco.
You are correct.
Yeah, doesn't Capcom like now own Pac-Man? I'm not sure.
No, Capcom never owned Pac-Man.
Oh, okay.
They own
Mega Man.
Mega Man and Mortal Kombat, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I thought I knew it, but I don't.
Or Street Fighter, I can't remember. Anyway, question 3.
Next question.
What was the name of the very first, I'm putting this in air quotes because it's debatable, of the very first video game?
Do I get like multiple choice?
No, just
just flat out.
Yeah, just flat out. Sorry.
Pong?
Close.
Damn.
Tennis for 2.
What? I haven't. Isn't that just Pong?
No. It was. It's no. No. It was like, I don't know, but some scientists were goofing around and they made this tennis-like game. You know, there's a net and the ball bounces back and forth. Anyway, so.
Oh, piece of poo.
Okay, on to the 5th generation of consoles. Which one came out first? Was it A, the Sega Dreamcast? B, the PlayStation 2? C, the Nintendo GameCube? Or D, the original Xbox?
Okay. I know it's not PS2, because this was actually in the Murray Pioneer quiz.
Oh.
And it was like 1990-something.
1999.
And I know that the Dreamcast came around the era of Sonic Adventure 1, which was around the 2000s. So what am I looking for, like the earliest?
The one that came out first.
Yeah, so yeah, the earliest.
Yeah, the earliest.
The original Xbox, that came out a really long time ago. What was the fourth option?
The Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, yeah. It would have been the GameCube. The GameCube came, I think, a little bit after the Dreamcast did. So it can't be that. Yeah, it has to be somewhere between the PlayStation and the Xbox. I'm trying to think, like, who would have gone first? Oh! This might actually save me. I'm pretty sure PS2 was, like, 1993 or something?
No.
No?
No.
Well, I know that Parappa the Rapper for the PS1 came out in 1996.
Yes.
I know that much. So that must have been like close to a launch title or something. So I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to guess Xbox.
You're wrong.
What?
It was the Sega Dreamcast.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Really?
So
When did
that came out in 1998. The PS2 came out in 1999, and the GameCube and Xbox came out in 2001.
I was thinking of the PS1. Shoot, dang it.
Dang it. Oh my gosh.
Gosh, dang it.
All right. Final question. What is the best-selling video game of all time currently right now? Is it A, Tetris, B, Wii Sports, C, Minecraft, or D, the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES?
Oh.
I think I remember telling you this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. Parappa the Rapper has invaded my mind.
Anyway.
It's not Minecraft. It's definitely not Minecraft. Minecraft has around like 9 million copies sold. Wii Sports has quite a lot. I'm really certain about Wii Sports, but I'm trying to be hesitant. It can't really be Tetris, can it? No, it can't. And Super Mario Bros. That is what that was really popular too. Now I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna say Wii Sports.
I'm sorry to say you're wrong.
What?
It's Minecraft. That has, according to Wikipedia, 200 million copies sold.
Dang.
Tetris is in third place with 100 million copies sold. Wii Sports is 82,900,000 copies.
Oh.
And it was the original Super Mario Bros. Where was
that came second?
it came in sixth with 58 million copies.
Damn, I'm sorry, Minecraft people.
I probably can't say the second best-selling console.
Oh, yeah.
Best-selling video game. Anyway, yeah.
Damn, I got 3 wrong. You got 1. That was the pick. Yeah, yours were a lot harder than mine.
I know. Like,
we probably should have compared or something beforehand.
I don't know. Like, I'm more of a I know more about my gaming history. Like, I'm more into you're more
into the history. I'm more into the fandoms and lore.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
But anyway, GG.
No problem.
Oh.
I know I'm a great gazelle.
Anyway, this will end for the quiz segment of today's Head in the Game. We'll basically stop right here for a bit of a break, and don't forget to stay tuned for a little bit the outro.
We'll be right back. Sadly, all things must come to an end, and we have come back to say goodbye, us at Head in the Game.
Yeah, today's session was really, really fun.
Really fun.
Which is kind of mean to say because Lucy wasn't here this time.
I'm sorry, Lucy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lucy, but it was a little bit easier. It was a little bit easier without you. Yeah. No offense, of course.
No offense. But we love Lucy here.
Yeah, she's great. But she will be back next time on us here. She will be on next time. So make sure to keep in touch and greet her when she comes back.
Yes. We are going to do some really fun stuff in the future, and we hope that you can join us for the ride.
Yes. So, signing off from Head in the Game, this has been Ruby.
And Oscar on 1007 Riverland Life FM. See you later. Have a great day.